This past Sunday, one of the most pivotal moments in our nation's history, the assassination of Charlie Kirk, passed without a whisper in many pulpits. The church sat quiet, no call to boldness, no call to wake up, no action. How many, and I ask, how many of you sat in pews this weekend and heard nothing? No courage, no urgency, no challenge to rise. The silence is deafening. The slumber is deep, and evil thrives in the vacuum. And what I think of, and Seth Gruber in his book, The 1916 Project, the first chapter, he quotes John Stuart Mill. He says, "A man who has nothing for which, and women, but a man who has nothing for which he is willing to fight, nothing which is more important than his own personal safety, is a miserable creature and has no
Yeah.
chance of being free unless made and kept so by exertions of men better than himself." You are a bold warrior. How do you see Charlie Kirk's assassination changing anything? How can we call more people to boldness?
Well, for me personally, I couldn't sit under a pastor who's not bold. My spiritual father is Pastor Jack Hibbs, and honestly, I don't think I could have made it this far. It's been 8 years without him and without his encouragement. Because when I first came to faith, shortly thereafter, I went to go visit him and tell him my story, and it's kind of a funny interlude between me and Salem Media. They did my launch for my ministry. And so the GM told me to go ask Pastor Jack for spiritual covering. And so when I asked him, he said yes. And I just started crying. And he's like, "Why are you crying?" And I said, "Because you don't even know me. Like, why are you willing to do that?" And he says, "You have a huge battle in front of you, and I'm going to stand right next to you. And you're gonna see how you're gonna be used by God." And I'm this like, I'm so new. I am so just unraveled by all that God is doing in my life. And he really spoke these words into me and has been there through this entire journey, encouraging me to write the book, doing the podcast together. And so it's been really encouraging and his personal relationship with Charlie was also really beautiful to watch.